Perfect. Thank you, Ashley. Okay. Looks like we have also everyone that was invited. I just want to thank everyone. I want to make sure we are recording. We are. Just want to thank everyone for jumping on. Thank our county administrator, Mr. David Johnston. We've had quite a few media inquiries today in light of the water damage to City Hall this morning. So, David, we want to thank you for jumping on to answer some questions from the media, as well as some of our commissioners and some of our directors as well. Um, so we are going to, if you want to give us an update, and I'm going to mute and get off of video, and we want to have you provide us with any information that you're able to share regarding what happened, kind of any updates on operations for moving forward. So thank you again.
Yeah, thank you, Crystal. Just to give you a brief summary of what happened in the early hours of this morning, our building and logistics team received an alarm that there was a water main burst around 2:30 when they showed up to respond to that emergency. They found that in an unused part of our building on the ground floor, which is the next to the bottom floor, a fire water main bursted and flooded the ground floor and also the basement. And so we had to, our team had to mobilize emergency crews, the fire department, to help deal with this situation. It took a while to turn the water off. One of the main reasons was because the main water box was buried under water, debris, gravel, and rock salt. So BPU, our partner utility, had to shovel that out. And once they got to the valve, they were able to shut off the water to the building. What was alarming is the fire water main is a highly pressured system, far more pressure than our regular water main. And so it was a heavy burst of water that was flooding our building. When I toured the building with our building and logistics team, a lot of the water had been already siphoned out. People were squeegeeing the water toward drains and to water vacuums to finish getting rid of the visible water on the floors. And now comes the hard work. What damage had been done, and our building and logistics team is dealing with that. Because there is no water to that building, it's a health safety problem for our employees, and we had to shut it down and have them work from home for those who could. And so that's where we are today. I will receive an update later this afternoon on the significance of the problem and what remedies still need to be made and what will we do tomorrow. So that's all I can share right now is due to a fire water main bursting open and flooding the bottom two floors of our building. We had to shut down the operations of City Hall. Do want to let you know that every other UG building, the courthouse, the annex, the police department, fire departments, everything is still operational, but City Hall is closed. So municipal court services are canceled, and they're dealing with getting notifications out to the lawyers and people who are on the dockets before our judges. So there's going to be a lot of makeup work that needs to be done, but we're working as fast as we can. It's just one of those things with the weather. Pipes burst, and unfortunately, we drew the short straw this time around during this cold spell. So have anybody have any questions?
Thank you, David. It looks like Jacob Kittlestead has a question. He's one of our local reporters. He said, do you feel that this will be a multi-day closure?
Like I said, I won't know till later this afternoon. I think it's all predicated on can we get water service restored and fire water service restored to the building? And we should have that information later this afternoon. If it can be restored this afternoon or later this evening, we could open up full time tomorrow. But until I get that information later in the day, I won't know. I can't answer that question.
Thank you, David. We have one more question from Alex Love. She's a reporter at KCTV5. She said, what is the county doing to help people who have business to get done today at City Hall?
Well, the best advice that I can give those folks is to have them understand that each department, due to the COVID emergencies, have had to create a alternative service plan to serve our public. That's when people were having to work from home. So many of our departments still may be open. Is call the phone number of that department, and they should tell you whether or not people have the capabilities today to work from home. And if they can, they'll work with our citizens with whatever request or issues they have to deal with. So the best thing is to call to inquire the direct number of the department.
Perfect. Thank you, David. And if I can add to that, Alex, I know that we are also encouraging employees and residents to call our 311 number, 913-573-5311, and that will also provide any updates to impacts of service, as well as we're updating our website of any social media of any updates that we can share. We have a couple more questions. And they will tell me, let me see here. We have, it says, is there an estimate regarding how much repairs will cost? And kind of a follow-up to that, are there any measures taken ahead of the cold forecast temperatures to prevent something like this from happening basically again?
On the cost estimates, until we have a full understanding of what needs to be done to fix it, we can't provide that information. When we do, we'll share that. This is also a learning experience for everybody. This break was in the north wall of the basement, or on the lower floor or ground floor, and that's where the old police department used to be. And this fire water main is embedded in the wall, and it's at that place where the pipe burst and blew through the concrete. And so thankfully that area did not have any furniture or any workspaces, but the flood went through open doors and all that, and then into the basement of our building. So it's the prevention is, even in empty spaces like that, they still have part of our building infrastructure, and we need to do an assessment on how, in cold weather situations, and we know we're in Kansas, we're going to have another cold spell here in the next day or so. How do we keep a larger space that's not really utilized with employees or storage or things like that, still at a temperature that will keep pipes from freezing? And I know that's one of the questions that our building and logistics team will be addressing at this site and at other sites and other buildings in the future.
Thank you for that, David. It looks like we have one additional question, and it looks like Ashley, thank you, Ashley, for providing Alex with some information regarding someone she interviewed today with looks like a diversion ticket to be paid. But Jacob Kittlestead asked about if there were any photos of the damage that could be shared to the public for curiosity's sake.
I'll have to ask my team to look at that. If we do have photos, I don't see a problem of being able to share with the media and show online, just to keep people informed and to satisfy some curiosity that people may have. This happens at homes, it happens at businesses, and it can happen at government buildings. And unfortunately, like I said, it happened to us.
Perfect. Thank you so much, David. Are there any additional questions from any other reporters that are online before we kind of sign out? And like Ashley just mentioned in the comment area, we will be sure, as we're receiving information from our buildings and logistics crew on information that we're able to share, we will definitely make sure it's posted on our website as well as via social media networks as well. Do have one more question, David. It says, how fortunate are you that that no one was there after hearing how severe the flood was?
Well, let's put it this way. We're lucky that due to the flood, when you have water in an active building, particularly as it's going down into a place where employees and some other electronic areas are in the basement, water and electricity don't mix. So once we got that found, we took precautions to keep that separation as far apart as possible and reduce the people contacts, water to electricity. We know that's not good. And so because people weren't there, we didn't have to worry about the volume of people to protect. But it's a wake-up call, I think, for all of us to pay attention to our aging infrastructure in our buildings. That's where our citizens come as customers and our employees come to serve the public. We got to make sure we have the safest environment possible for all of them.
Thank you so much, David, for answering these questions. I don't see any additional questions in the comment. And Ashley, like I said, just placed again in our comment to continue to visit our website, wycokck.org, as well as to the media. We'll definitely make sure we get information sent out as it becomes available from our buildings and logistics crew. So again, thank you, David, for jumping on with us. We know that it's been kind of a moving thing all day, so we appreciate you taking out time of your day, as well as everyone else that jumped on just to get this update. And if you hear about any questions or concerns from any of our residents or just anyone in the community, please direct them to our website as well as social media, as we will be updating as things come available. So we want to, hold on, it looks like one more question. Oh, and a special thanks. Thank you, Ashley. A special thanks to our buildings and logistics crew. We know that they've worked tirelessly through the day, through the night to kind of make sure to get things. David, do you want to say anything to add to that?
No, I saw them in action. And when you see this group of individuals in warm gear, but also in water boots, they were working hard since early morning hours, and they'll continue to provide their dedicated service till this thing gets repaired and our work sites get back into operation. So thanks to John Kelly and his crew in our building and logistics department, and thank you, Crystal and Ashley, for having this opportunity to keep our public informed.
Perfect. Thank you so much. We appreciate you as always. And we want to tell everyone, stay warm, stay safe. And we hope to have an update to you all later this evening, like I said, via our website, as well as through our social media channel. So thank you so much. And you all have a great afternoon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.